SPOOFER RAVENBERG here. I hope you are doing well, members of my tribe. I'm really tired. I feel like the energy has been sapped out of me. It's almost as if some sort of incubus came in through the cottage window and did something to me while I was sleeping. I had a really weird and a very daunting dream. I was in the White House. I had been sent to warn the president that the Russians were sending nuclear missiles to the eastern seaboard. So I was there as a sort of counselor assistance, and the president was sitting in an armchair and he was fast asleep, and I was trying to wake him up. I burst a balloon. It didn't wake him up. I pressed one of those gas horns. That also didn't wake the president up. I shook him, I prodded him with a stick. Eventually, members of my tribe, the President of the United States, he woke up, he slowly got to his feet, and he said two words. He said, ice cream, and he ran out of the room. Now, I followed the President down a corridor. He went into a room on the left, and in there was a Baskin-Robbins ice cream shop, and he was there choosing his ice cream. I think it was strawberry cheesecake ice cream he got. And sure, I decided, if it's free, I might as well have one myself. So I had the same as the president. I had the strawberry cheesecake. Now, the symbolism of the ice cream is very apparent. It means that the Cold War is melting, and we are in for a real war very soon, members of the tribe. A global war on a global scale. Now, after he had eaten his ice cream, a number of children came in. They stood in a line from the tallest to the shortest, and the president then proceeded to bend over and sniff the hair of each child until he got to the very end. Then he went back to the Baskin-Robbins shop and he had another ice cream. This time he had I think it was the mint ice cream, the peppermint ice cream, something like that. I decided, sure, I might as well copy him. So I also had the peppermint ice cream. It tasted like banana, which was really weird, very weird in dreams. In dreams, you expect your peppermint ice cream to taste like peppermint, but not like banana in this dream. So I knew something was up. And it was when I was on the verge of trying to suss this out, why the ice cream, the peppermint ice cream, would have a banana taste. It was then that I woke up in a cold sweat in my cottage on the Leitrim-Sligo border. It was really creepy, members of my tribe, really creepy. And as I say, it's absolutely sapped the energy out of me today. Anyway, I was Googling myself there this morning. I don't Google myself very often. Once every 60 minutes is enough. Just to see if any famous people, any celebrities are talking about SPOOFER RAVENBERG, saying great things about quotes from me, stuff like that, saying what a great man I am, and probably the best person in the world. So nothing too vain. I would just Google myself, not every minute, every 60 minutes. So it's a great way. If famous people are talking about me, it makes me feel great and powerful and invincible. So there were a few people. These were not celebrities. These were like, very, I would say, C celebrities from Ireland. And they were mouthing off about SPOOFER RAVENBERG, saying some very nasty things. By the way, members of my tribe, I'll be putting a link in here. I want you to go to the link and try to get their material taken down. Anyway, members of my tribe, they were saying that, they said that SPOOFER RAVENBERG has an ego as large as a galaxy. That's what they said. He has an ego as large as a galaxy. Now, I never heard such a pack of lies in my life. I'm a very humble shamanic bogman on the Leitrim-Sligo border. I never, you know what I mean? I don't have a massive ego. And, let's say I did have an ego as large as a galaxy. Like, it doesn't have to be a massive galaxy. It could be as big as the Milky Way. And, the general scheme of things, the Milky Way is not very large, as galaxies go. So, they really should have specified how, what galaxy exactly they were talking about, because, you could be talking about one galaxy that's 500 times larger than another galaxy. So, they should really get their ducks in a row cross their T's and dot their I's when they're talking about egos and galaxies. Anyway, members of your tribe, I gotta go. I have to go. But before I go, I had another dream last night, and this dream was less perturbing. This dream was an idea for a movie script. Now, I think myself and a few of me members of my tribe, we could get together. I'll write the script for it. We need a cameraman. We need a director. Well, I could direct it. We need a producer. Well, I suppose I could produce it. We need a very good actor. I suppose I could do that as well. Anyway, I need a few years to get with me, to work with me, and produce this movie. Now, this is what I had in the dream, and I hope we can work on it, flesh it out, and turn it into a blockbuster success. So, the idea is that there is this boy. Now, he's a little bit naughty. He's from a large family. And he gets into an argument with his ma. His ma gets upset and she sends him up to the attic. So he has to sleep in the attic. Now, when the next morning comes around, the little boy comes down and finds out that he's home alone. All his family have absconded. They've gone off to France or some country like that on holiday. And the young fella is on his own. He's on his own. Now, I'm thinking of calling this movie Little American Boy, Left Alone in Massive Gaff, Boy, Irresponsible Parents, and social services will be called, and they will lose custody of their own flesh and blood. That's what I'm thinking of calling it. A long-winded name is very good for commercial reasons. So, anyway, the young fella is very happy at first. He eats lots of ice cream. So that kind of, there was a general theme of ice cream going through my dreams last night. He eats ice cream, he eats chocolate, he watches violent movies. He's having a great time. He's delighted because his older brother, who's a bit of a bully and who has a very exotic pet. Now, I was thinking, what could we, exotic, dog and a cat will be normal. Hamster will be slightly exotic. A turtle will be a little bit more exotic. But I think we should go the whole hog and, make the older brother, have a pet tarantula. And the tarantula is somewhere in the house. Creates a sinister undertone in the movie. Now, the idea is that, the parents realise that they've left him on his Todd in the gaff, in the massive gaff. And they're trying to get back home. But it's very difficult to get back home because it's some holiday season. Now, I was thinking we could try Halloween, but I don't think we'll get it done in time for Halloween. So we might go for Christmas. We'll set it up. We'll set up the movie at Christmas time. It's all Christmas time, and they can't get home because it's Christmas and there aren't many flights and all that, right? Now, there's an old neighbour, and the young fella's terrified of him. But in time, he realises that the old fella's, he's not the worst in the world. There are two robbers. Now, these robbers are really stupid, and they decide they'll rob the massive gaff. They'll go in there and they'll rob the place. But they don't realise that the young fella was trained. He was trained to be a Marine. So the young fella set up all these booby traps in the gaff, and the robbers have no idea. And when they go in there, one of them, he gets his head torched. Another fella walks on I think he walks on nails. He walks on glass. Does he get tarred and feathered as well or something? I'm trying to remember my dream now. I'm trying to remember my dream. Anyway, the concept is very original, members of my tribe. And I think if we can flesh this out, we really could have a blockbuster on our hands. So watch the space. Spoofer RAVENBERG is going to dip his toe into the Hollywood movie blockbuster genre and see what sort of success he can get from that as well. I have heard no more about Jacob Lordson and Green Pill, and no news is good news, as far as I'm concerned. No news is good news. So I'll let you go. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll talk very, very soon. Okay, I'll leave it there. Love yous all. She is a great. No, yous are wonderful. Yous are all, you know what? Yous are all like snowflakes. All you members of my tribe, yous are all like snowflakes. Every snowflake has its own original design, its own original beauty. And I think your hearts are all original. And there's beauty and love in your hearts. And together we can overcome the ping pong, and the needlecraft. Love yous all. difficulties on affect them if they can't take a joke.